together when day is through. And happiness is those who sing with you.
Oh, isn't that nice? You know, 2020 and 2021 were such a lemon that we thought we'd make the lemon into lemonade.
Because 2022 is just, well, let's just talk about lemons.
That's right. So we're going to do lemons.
It can only get better.
It's going to get better. Especially after you have some of our dishes with lemons today.
Yes.
What are you making with lemons today?
Oh my gosh. I am going to make a lemon chicken.
Lemon chicken.
Courtesy of your friend, Miss Garten.
Oh,
I think you've heard of her.
Yes, Ina.
And
Dear
then
friend.
for dessert, I'm making many olive oil cakes with a lemon glaze.
I thought I was making dessert today.
We're both making dessert.
Oh, it's a two dessert
Because
day.
we need dessert.
We need dessert.
Yes.
So I'm
And what are you
making
making?
a lemon tiramisu. Now, usually that's made with coffee, but today we're making it with lemons. So I'm going to dive right in because I got to make 2 steps for my lemons.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we're going to do lemon curd. Lemon curd. So what we're going to do is
You know you can buy that at the store.
well, along with your Cheater's garlic.
That's
But
right. That'll show up soon.
We're going to cheat in another area of this recipe, but for right now, we're going to put about half a cup of sugar in this. We're going to put some cornstarch, and we're going to put some salt, and we're going to put 2 eggs, 1 and 2, and I'm going to whisk those together. Can you zest some lemon for me?
I would love to. We always talk about zesting, but
Yeah.
we'll talk about it again. Let me clear up some space. This is my zester. Great little tool. And when you zest, you want to make sure you don't get down too deep, because if you get into the white, that's the bitter part. So you just want to go across. You can see only the yellow part's coming off, and it lets off that beautiful lemon smell and the oils, where you get a lot of the flavor and the aroma.
Exactly. And we're not actually going to eat that zest. We're going to strain it out when we're finished. But you can see I'm making this nice little concoction here. It's going to be the base. We put the cornstarch in, remember, because that does what to our food?
It's a thickening agent.
It is, so it's going to thicken up our lemon curd.
Thickening agent, man.
That's
Thickening agent, man. Well, you know what? I'm going to zest extra because we are going to eat it in my dessert.
We're going to do 2 lemon zests. 2 lemons zested.
Okay, almost done.
Into our liquid here. And remember, if you're going to use the juice from the lemon, zest first, then squeeze the lemon.
Because you're going to have a hard time zesting.
You will have a hard time.
You want this in?
I do. I want it all in there. Thank you. And then I want those lemons.
So good. Where's our smell-o-vision?
Can I have those 2 lemons? I want those 2 lemons.
You want them cut in half?
I
You're
do
gonna
want to cut
juice
it.
them?
I'm going to juice them.
Okay, I like to take my ends off.
Take your ends off.
It just fits in the zester, in the juicer. Is that what you want?
Well, I was going to cut it the other way, but you cut it however you want.
Okay.
We'll see if
I'll
that
do the
fits.
other one. If not,
Whoop. That's not going to fit.
okay. Here,
Okay.
I'll cut this one off.
And then cut it down the center. There you go. I'll need 1 more.
All right.
Unless you can figure out how to get those others in there. Look at that. So it's the juice of 2 lemons. 1. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah.
Watch out.
Woohoo!
Here it comes. I think my juicer is bigger than your juicer.
It could be. Could be. Yours looks like an avocado.
Extra
with
larger.
a pit.
It does, doesn't it? You do that one and I'll get this one. Squeeze it in there.
Smells so good.
I know, it smells so good in here. Fresh and clean and lemony.
Just what you need on a winter's day.
It is. Because, you know, I saw some cartoon that showed, you know, the first snow and winter hits and everybody's just happy and it's Christmas and then it's January. You're just like, it's gray. And
Well, you take all the Christmas decorations down and where did all the stuff go? That's perfect. All right, so we're gonna just whisk that up a little bit till it dissolves. And I'm gonna take this over, I'm gonna heat it on the stove to 170 degrees, which will be about 7 minutes. Now, you'll think it's done like in about 3 minutes. But you want to make sure you do it the whole 7 minutes because you want that sugar to be totally dissolved. If you don't, you get graininess in
We
your
don't
curd.
want grainy curd.
So, a grainy curd. Oh,
Hey,
that reminds me of that
I remember the Beverly Hillbillies. Is that grainy curd?
grainy curd. Yes, that's right.
Nobody wants grainy curd.
All right, I'll see you over here in a few minutes.
Okay, well then I'm gonna jump in. I'm gonna, this is from Ina Garten's recipe, and it's a lemon chicken. So the first thing is, I've got my little skillet back here. I'm gonna get it going because this is such an easy recipe, but it's so delicious. And we're gonna warm up some olive oil. It's 1/3 of a cup. And then we're gonna put in, yes, my Cheater's garlic. Go ahead and say something.
Cheater's garlic.
I don't care.
That's all we have to say.
So easy. That's all you have to say. CG, Cheater's garlic. We're gonna cook that in the olive oil for just about a minute. And then we're
7
gonna
minutes? That sounds familiar. You're copying off me.
a minute.
A minute.
Uno.
Oh, sorry.
Singular. 1 minute.
Cut that out, please.
And then we're gonna add white wine and some herbs. And we'll go over that. And then we're gonna put our chicken in the pan and pour it all over. It's gonna be really good.
Chicken in the pan.
Chicken in the pan. So here goes my olive oil. I'm gonna warm it up. Grab a little spatula. This is where all the action's happening, is over here.
I love a meal with 2 desserts. I mean, I just can't pass that up.
I think that's how we should just plan our lives, quite honestly. So that's warming up. And once we've got that, I am going to, and I have, this is already squeezed lemon juice from earlier today. Yes, it's in a smaller Cheater's garlic container. That's what I had.
You're using different sizes of cheater garlic now?
Yes, I am. I bought the extra large for just this occasion. You hear it bubbling already. It doesn't take long for olive oil to warm up, and you kind of want to control that heat because you don't want your garlic to burn. So it calls for a lot of garlic. I'm putting in what would be kind of the equivalent of 9 cloves. And if it's sizzling like that, I'm just going to take it off the heat because you don't want your garlic to burn. It gets bitter and chewy, and you just want to kind of toast it a little bit.
Smells good.
Between the lemon and the garlic, it is heaven in here.
We just need to be in Sicily.
Oh, yes.
Wouldn't that be nice?
That would be lovely.
It's a good place to spend January.
Maybe we should do a remote.
I like that.
What do you think, Brenna? Yes? I think it'd be awesome.
I do too.
Ooh. That's not going to be grainy. It's going to be wonderful. Nope. Okay. Now I'm going to take this off the heat. And I'm going to add 1/3 cup of white wine. I'm going to add my spices are oregano and fresh thyme. I know. More good smelling stuff. Okay. And then 2 tablespoons of my lemon juice.
We should have called this episode The Sense of the Season.
Ooh, that's a good idea. Let me get a little extra. A little extra. It is lemon chicken, after all. Oh, look at that. Just going to mix all that up. And you want to have your oven preheated to 350. Okay? Oh.
See, we're thickening up. Look how yellow that is. Isn't that beautiful?
And that cornstarch and egg yolks. Okay, now I have a 9x13 pan. And I'm just going to pour this in my pan. Get my spatula. All that goodness is down there. The olive oil, the herbs, the garlic. Oh, it smells fantastic. Okay. I'm going to take your salt and pepper. And now I have my chicken breast, which I've already rinsed off and dried off. Put my hands in because we're going to put some salt and pepper and just give them a good little spritz over the top.
While you're stirring your lemon curd, if it starts to come together quickly, turn your fire down, your heat down a little bit, because you don't want it to get unmoist. I've had to do that because I've got about 2 minutes left.
Oh, you don't want it to get it what? Unmoist?
Unmoist. Too thick.
Oh, we don't want it unmoist.
Unmoist, too thick, same thing.
I learned something new today. Okay, so I'm doing my nice salt and pepper on top of this. Now you're just going to lay this in the pan. Now the recipe says you can do skin on or I had skin off. So you know what? I'm going to give it a little turn in here. So it's off. Look at that. Doesn't that look good?
Oh,
all those herbs on there.
It looks like Italian dressing underneath.
Yeah. It kind of is Italian dressing underneath. If you think about what you make Italian dressing out of.
Can you use the marinade after you cook it?
Yeah, you're supposed to spoon the sauce over the chicken when you slice it up.
I was hoping you weren't going to waste it.
Oh no. So take 1 lemon and we're going to cut it up into wedges like so. I'm going to do my best to get the seeds out if I see them, because we are going to set these in and around the chicken and they're going to bake. And if you had chicken with skin on, you could tuck it in under there.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah, which will really enhance the flavor.
That crispy skin would be really good.
It would, it would. I'm being extra healthy today and not having skin, but by all means, there you go. And as I said, you want to have your oven preheated to 350, and you're going to pop this in and bake it for about 30 to 40 minutes. And you just want to make sure your chicken is done all the way to 160 on the inside so that it's safe to eat. Okay.
I'm coming over.
We're going to pop this in the oven.
Put the lemon curd through the strainer to get rid of the zest. Can you hand me that rubber spoon? White rubber spoon. There we go. Thank you.
Yes, chef.
Sue's come a long way in these 3 years.
I know what you mean.
All right.
Okay. I'm covering up my cheater's garlic. Oh, that looks so good.
Just get
Oh, we're getting all the, it's going to be creamy.
Would you drop the butter in there?
All of this?
All of it. All of it.
All of the butter.
So we're letting the butter melt.
Not this.
All of the butter.
What?
2/3 a cup of butter.
Oh my. Okay. It's in.
That's why we did light on the chicken breast, so we could go big and full on the...
That's right. We can have 2 desserts because there's no skin on our chicken. So just let her rip.
So we let that dissolve off the heat.
See? Oh, that looks good. You know, while that's dissolving, we do have a show.
We do? What's the show?
Well, our song, our audience probably recognized the song Happiness. And so, from You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown, which is such a delightful show.
It is a delightful
And
show.
I just felt like the old Peanuts gang always makes lemonade out of lemons.
They do.
So it seemed like a good fit for our show. And you know, I got some interesting facts while you're whisking.
Whisk, whisk, whisk.
It was written by, and I never heard of this person, John Gordon. And then upon further research, I found out John Gordon is a pseudonym for the actual staff and cast. They all put it together and they gave credit to John Gordon, but that was everybody. Some famous people were in the original. Bob Balaban, who, if you know, a great character actor. He's been on Seinfeld. He's been in a lot of movies. He was the original Linus. Gary Berghoff from MASH. He was Radar. He was Charlie Brown. Started as a concept album. And on the concept album, Orson Bean, if you're old enough to know who Orson Bean is, he's a great actor, comedian. He did Charlie Brown on the album.
Oh.
It was off Broadway in 1967, and it ran for 1,597 performances.
Wow.
That's a long time.
Let me just say this real quick.
Okay.
I finished with my curd. I put some saran wrap on top of it, right on top of it, so it doesn't form a film when I put it in the refrigerator. Because because it's got to cool down before the next step.
Sometimes we call it a skin. You don't want a skin on your curd.
We don't want skin on
You don't want it grainy, and you don't want a skin on it.
We don't want skin, and we don't want grain.
And we don't have skin on our chicken either.
No,
See
we
what I
don't.
did there?
I did. That's very good. It's a skinless day in the kitchen.
It's a skinless day. Ooh, this looks like
All
assembly
right.
time. Are we going to do yours? Shall we-
Yeah, let's go
Let's
ahead.
do yours.
Because I can get I've got some more steps to go.
All right.
All right, so can you hand me a spoon out of the drawer?
Yes, sir.
We're going to work on the filling for our,
I don't know what size you'd like.
I like the big one.
All right.
So we're going to use 2 cups of mascarpone cream.
Have I mentioned how much I love tiramisu?
Yes, that's why I'm doing it, because I wanted you to taste this citrus version of it, because I know you like the other one so much.
I think I'm going to love it.
I think you will. I had this at a wine tasting dinner at Somerset Vineyards, which is just south of Kansas City. If you've never been, you should go.
Delightful.
It's really great. Okay, so we're going to put that in there.
Okay. It's our mascarpone. 2 containers.
Yes, 2 containers. Let's talk about the difference between mascarpone and cream cheese.
Okay. You better talk about it because I'm
Okay.
not sure.
The only difference, really, you could use cream cheese if you wanted to. The only real difference is that the mascarpone is a little bit sweeter. So if you use cream cheese, you could put a little sugar in it if you wanted to do that. But you don't
why
have
would
to.
you?
Well,
And I
kind
will
of
say
sweet.
it's
kind of
also
sweet.
a price point.
Yes.
Because cream cheese is less expensive.
It is less
Mascarpone can be a little pricey.
So here's our lemon curd, not the one we just made, but I made this earlier today. And we're going to put half of the lemon curd in here with the mascarpone.
That looks so delicious.
And why don't you take get us a little spoon and taste that, and see
Okay,
see how strong it is.
Okay.
That's what I really love about lemon curd. It's very strong.
It makes me want to pucker, but it makes me want to eat more.
Yes.
Ooh, that's good.
Why don't you take this,
Okay.
now that you're finished tasting, just get that blended up, and we're going to start our heavy cream.
Ooh, lemon cream. My son, my oldest son, loved lemon curd so much we would buy it pre-made and he would just eat it on crackers.
Love that.
He just loves his lemon curd.
We're going to make our own whipped cream. This is so easy. I don't know why we don't do this all the time instead of buying that in the packaging.
It does taste
It
good.
says something about whip on it.
Yeah, but not the mayonnaise.
Not miracle. No.
That's not a miracle.
So we
But
have.
it's a cool kid.
Yes. So I've taken the bowl and the whisk element and put it in the freezer. So it's cold, cold, cold. The heavy cream is cold as well. 1.5 cups. We're gonna put that in there and let it start to go. And that's gonna whip up for us. Start slow and then we'll build up the speed on it. How's that coming along?
Good.
Good.
I don't know if you're telling it to stop because it's pretty well blended.
Let me take that over and you can go to your next cake.
Okay.
Don't take, thank you.
All right, well, I'm going to have to plug this in though. But I'll start with my ingredients. This is a mini olive oil cakes with a lemon glaze. And what I like about it is you kind of create this lemon sugar. So guess what? I'm going to zest some more lemons because I need the zest of 2. And again, I'm being careful not to go too deep.
Why don't you let our studio audience zest? We're talking now in several episodes.
Hey, well, maybe next episode. They're all busy just oohing and
They're
eyeing.
busy taking notes.
They're humming. You're a good man, Charlie Brown. There's one. Having a zester is a great kitchen tool. I would recommend it. They're not very expensive. You can get them really almost anywhere. Target. You can spend a lot, but you don't need to. But they all get the job done. There we go. 2 lemons. So you can make this in a blender or a food processor, which makes it super easy. So we're going to start with with 1 1/3 cups of sugar.
You can do it all in that one.
I'm gonna try.
All right.
I didn't bring my food processor. If it doesn't work, we're gonna
Oh,
flip
it'll
over.
work. It will work.
So I'm gonna put my sugar in here.
Sorry, I'm not going.
Right. I'm gonna add my lemon zest.
Everything smells so lemony.
Yeah.
Doesn't that brighten the day?
It does.
That lemon smell,
Because
I'm telling you, brightens the day.
It's January and it's kind of dull and,
Yeah.
and
Not in here.
You don't have an extra cord, do you?
An extra what?
Extra
I
glaze?
do. Someone gave me
Merry
this for
Christmas.
Yes.
Look at that. Okay. So, probably recognize this is a bullet, but we're going to make it work here. We're going to zest up.
It's a noisy day here at St. Peter's Supper.
Busy day with lemon. So we're chopping up that lemon zest in our sugar. And it's kind of diced up in there. You can see it. Yum, yum. Okay. Let's switch up. Now we're going to add 2 eggs. There we go. 1/4 cup of olive oil. Two-thirds cup of milk. See how full we're going to get. I think we're going to be okay. Still have to add our flour. I'm not sure I'm going to make it. I'm probably going to take a break.
Okay, so as you can see here, we've got our whipped cream. It's almost finished. So there's no sweetness to it, so we're going to put 1/2 cup of powdered sugar in. And when you put the powdered sugar in, I suggest you turn your mixer down, or you will be wearing your powdered sugar. All right, I'm going to finish whipping that up. And we can send that back to Barb.
Oh, hello. I was a little unsure if everything was going to fit, but it is. So I added my eggs and my milk and my olive oil, and I gave it a little zap. And now I'm going to put in 2 batches. It's 1 cup of flour, baking soda, salt, and the thyme. Kind of secret ingredient. I'm going to do this in 2 batches. It's gonna get loud in here, everybody.
Oh, I turned mine off, so.
Oh, okay. It's just gonna be loud for me.
Folks, that used to be heavy whipping cream,
Oh.
and now it is
That is beautiful cream. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna add the rest of my flour and thyme. This also has 1/2 teaspoon baking powder and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. There we go.
wonderful. Now, you're going to mix that up?
Gonna mix that up.
I'm going to start adding my whipped cream into my mascarpone mixture, and I'm going to fold it in 3 different sections.
Okay,
So,
you do the first section. Here we go. It's gonna get loud. Now, you can make these in many bundt pans. A bundt, it's a bundt. Or, I've got this great pan from Pampered Chef. You can use it for any number of things. Little brownies, but I'm going to use it for my olive oil cakes. And you want to set your oven at 350.
isn't that convenient that all of your dishes are at 350 today?
It is.
And convenient that I didn't need the oven today?
It is. I'm just going to pour it in.
You're pouring, I'm folding. Because I don't want to deflate
Folding.
that
You
whipped
couldn't
cream.
be more clear. What do you mean by folding?
Folding is when we just put the spatula into the middle of the liquid and we just turn it in. So we just barely mix it up.
They need you on that TV show.
They do. Did you see the Queen is having a contest for her 70th anniversary of being Queen? It's a baking contest.
What?
Yes, but you have to be a Brit, so we can't enter.
Man.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem
I don't think so either, but
very cricket. Maybe it's totally cricket of the Queen. I don't know. There we go. I'm going to get a dozen beautiful little cakes. These are going in at 350. I want to say for about 16 minutes. I always like to say 8 minutes, flip my pan around, do another 8. You don't want these to overbake. Keep an eye on it.
Are you about finished? Because I need your help again.
And you know what else? I have to make some glaze in a minute.
Okay.
These are so good. Yes, let me help you.
All right. Here's my cheaters item today. I purchased pre-made ladyfingers. You can make them. They're not too terribly difficult to make.
Yeah, but
why do
when you have to make your curd and you don't want it grainy and you don't want to skin and then you have to make your whipped cream.
Yeah. I think there's some things we can just say okay with that.
Okay, fair enough.
All right. So we're going to take our, there's another package.
Oh, let's open this.
Okay, we're going to need both of these boxes.
Okay. You don't want to crush a finger.
One more. There you go. All right, when we're making regular tiramisu, we soak our ladyfingers in coffee. But I've made a simple syrup here using water, sugar, lemon zest, and the magic ingredient, limoncello.
You should keep a bottle of that in the freezer.
I usually keep a straw in mine. Quarter cup of that. And what we're going to do is we're going to line our pan with the I'm going to put this over so you can see our dish with the ladyfingers. So if you'll help me dip these.
I'll dip. Dip. Okay.
These are a little bit bigger, so we might not need both of them.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to work on this while you do your
Okay, I have to go find my butter for a moment.
Well, I can talk some more about.
Why don't you? You know, you seem to know somebody who was in the revival.
I do know somebody.
You're a good man. There was a revival. Do you know what year it was?
No.
I do. 1999.
1999.
It had quite a cast, which is written right there while I go find my butter.
Roger Bart was in it. I remember that.
Yes.
And one of my dear friends who's getting married soon, Kristen Chenoweth, played Sally. Now, there's an interesting story about her auditioning for that show.
Ooh, tell me.
She went in for the audition, and she was offered another show, Broadway show. And she had to make a choice between the two. And they wouldn't tell her which role they wanted her to play. So she talked to one of her friends, another big actor in New York, I won't tell you who, but his first name is Mark and his last name is Kudish. Oh! And she said, "What should I do? What should I take?" And he said, "What role did they offer you in Good Men, Charlie Brown?" And she said, "They told me they wouldn't tell me what it was." And he goes, "I have a good feeling about this. I think you should take Charlie Brown." So she took it and went to the first table read, and they had the scripts there, and they had hats, baseball hats with their character's name on it. And her name was Sally, but there's not a Sally in the original You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. Right. So she took the comic strip and, together with the production company, and created this whole role of Sally. And then Andrew Lippa wrote a song for her. My new philosophy, and she ended up winning the Tony Award for Best Supporting Actress. So I think she did the right thing.
So do we know what the other show was?
I do, but I can't say.
Can you give us a hint?
I can give you a hint. It was something that was on Broadway.
In 1999. I have some work I need to do. I have some research that I need to do. Okay, I'm going to take, this is a cup of powdered sugar, tablespoon of melted butter, and lemon juice. Where's my lemon juice? Here we go.
Lemon juice. Do we have any of that today?
I know. This is all it is for the glaze. It's very easy.
You can also make glaze with milk, or you can make glaze with water. You can do any of that.
Yep. But since this, you know, the olive oil cakes just have the lemon zest in it. There's no other lemon juice in it.
Mm-hmm.
I like to use the lemon juice in my glaze so
nice.
you get a really good lemon flavor.
I have taken half of my mascarpone mixture and I'm putting it over the ladyfingers.
Oh,
I know it.
I'm glad the skin is not on those chickens.
Yes, because we never.
I'm diving into both of these desserts. Okay, there's my glaze. You want it kind of drippy, so when your cakes come out, it's not grainy.
Nope.
Not grainy glaze. Oh, that's good. What can I do to help you?
Let's dip some more.
Dip.
We got another layer.
Another layer. Wow. Okay. There we go.
Drop it in there.
Yes, sir.
Oh, look at this. That was not very good placement.
Sorry. Here we go.
Perfect. I'll do that. 3/4 one. So we're doing another layer of the lady fingers.
Okay.
Because they're a little bit long.
I'll take that. I'll start the next one.
Yeah, sometimes these are hard to find in the grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
But I find them at, well, Price Chopper if you're in the Kansas City area.
And
Price
usually
Chopper.
in the deli section.
Yeah.
They have-
Or, like I said, I'll put below how you can make them because it's really very easy.
But I buy them. It's
Yeah.
just as easy.
That's what I say. Buy them, but
Buy 'em.
you can still make them. If you got nothing to do on a Saturday afternoon.
If it's a gloomy January day, you might feel motivated to make
That's
some
right.
lady fingers.
Make sure these get soft up really, really well.
You want them kind of soft.
Yeah, you want them soft. And I have some
You want
bad
that
news
in
about. Yep, I have some bad news about our dessert. I'll tell you in a few minutes.
Bad news.
Yeah.
I don't get to try it. Did you talk about everybody who was in the cast? Because
I talked about a few, but I didn't talk
Kristen was Sally. Roger Bart was Snoopy. Who'd be great. Get to sing supper time. B.D. Wong, who I love, was Linus, and Anthony Rapp, guy you might recognize from Rent and a Star Trek show.
It's kind of a heavy hitter cast.
It is a heavy hitter. And you know,
lots
what's
of Tonys amongst that group.
surprised me is it only ran for 149 performances.
I think that was because they all had things to do.
I think so. I would
I
have
think
loved
it
to
was
have seen
supposed to
that
be a
cast.
limited run.
Would have loved to have seen
All
that
right,
cast.
so we've got all of that. Oh, look, we didn't even need that. Okay, we're going to take the rest of our mascarpone. I say mascarpone, that is so wrong. Mascarpone. There's no R in it.
Pony.
Okay.
Get it? Mascarpone.
I got it.
Mascarpone?
Look at the lid.
Mascarpone.
See, there's no R, and I always say mascarpone. That's
it's
why
like
you.
people from St. Louis who say George Washington.
Oh,
They
yes.
stick an R in. So don't say mascarpone. Mascarpone.
And if you want to say it like Giada, mascarpone.
Mascarpone.
It always amazes me how.
When we do our remote from Italy, we'll
Yes.
ask them how to say it.
But you know, Giada, every time she's on doing her cooking show, Giada De Laurentiis, who's not a personal friend of ours, but we do watch her every once in
But
a while.
Kristen Chenoweth is a personal
Yeah,
friend
yes.
of Kevin's.
She'll talk regular English until she gets to like spaghetti. It's just so funny.
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
Mascarpone.
Mascarpone. And Bobby Flay kind of just looks at her. Kind of funny.
That is kind of funny.
All right, so
Maybe putting on some Italian airs.
there we go.
Ooh, that looks so
And
good.
that's it.
I'm gonna rinse off my hands.
Isn't that-
I am going to
Look,
pull
I
out
put
my
some
lemon
more-
cakes.
Oh, wait a minute. Come
Wait.
back here. I
Oh,
forgot something.
Oh my gosh, what?
Actually, I
But
didn't.
wait, there's more.
I didn't forget. I just kind of wanted to heighten the situation here. What do we have left, Barb?
The tension is so thick, you could cut it with a lemon.
What do we have
What do we
left?
have left?
We have lemon curd. Let's do something with it.
Non-grainy, non-skin covered lemon curd.
I'm going to take the lemon curd and we're going to just drop drops of it on the top of this because we don't want to waste it.
Okay.
And wait, there's more.
What else are you going to put on here?
There's more.
That reminds me of a key lime filling.
Kind of.
Yeah. Just the coloring.
You tasted it, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's nice and bright.
It was good. Muy bien. Oh, wrong language.
No, that doesn't look very good, does it? So we can take a mini whisk.
I wasn't going to say anything, but that was not up to Kevin Bogan's standards. Oh, look at that.
And we're going to whisk the curd.
And that makes you feel good on a dreary January day.
Oh, this makes me feel good on any day.
Yeah. It makes me feel good, too.
All right, finish yours up and then I'll give you the bad news.
First of all, I'm going to show off my chicken.
Oh, show off your chicken.
We are going to assume
Don't burn yourself now.
has baked.
Don't burn yourself.
Oh my goodness, look at this.
Oh my gosh.
Look at those little onions have roasted in there. The herbs are on there. That sauce. Oh. It smells fantastic.
Divine.
That is a nice meal. And now I pre-made these. I'm not going to look as fancy as Kevin. I'm going to get a little plate. And put my...
Oh, she's plating.
I'm plating.
Well, while you're plating, I'll give you the bad news.
I don't want any bad news.
The tiramisu has to sit in the refrigerator for at least 4 hours.
I want to eat it now. I'm Veruca Salt.
But it's even better if you keep it overnight. So I'm going to have to put this in the refrigerator. Sorry.
Kevin.
Just trust me, it tastes good.
Okay, so if you remember, there was thyme in here, minced up. And so what you can do is take a little bit of thyme and just put a little bit, some sprigs on there for some presentation. This I'm channeling my inner Kevin Bogan.
Oh, it's lovely.
I'm gonna put some little sprigs of thyme on there. And with that olive oil and the lemon, this thyme is really lovely. Look at that. Look at
Oh, you did such a beautiful job. I have some good news for you.
What's the good news, Kevin?
I had another one. I forgot I made one yesterday.
I forgot. Oh, I love that. Look
How
at
about we
this.
sample?
Let's look at this big bowl of lemons. Look everything we made from this great, lovely bowl of lemons. We have our main course, our lemon chicken, which easy to make. Do yourself a favor. Simple and impressive. Our mini olive oil cakes with lemon glaze. And, oh my gosh, look at this. Lemon tiramisu.
I'm gonna cut us a little piece of lemon tiramisu.
I'm gonna cut us. I'm gonna try everything. I'm gonna cut a little bit of chicken for us. This chicken's Oopsie. I'm gonna put the chicken on this plate.
Yeah.
And we'll do desserts over there.
Okay, sounds good.
And then we can just take a little sample. Whoa.
Sorry, that made me sing a little. Okay, there's a piece for you and here's a piece for me.
Okay, and let me get one of these for us to try.
Are you gonna use both forks or can I have one?
Well, that had chicken on it. I'll
That's
take
all right.
this one. Let's get you one. See?
Oh,
Here. Oh, you got one.
I use a chicken one.
You use. That's a man who's ready for his.
So good.
That's not grainy. Boy, that's good. All right, I'm gonna try mine. I could keep eating yours all day.
I'm trying your olive cake.
That's really good.
It is really good. I'm so glad we did lemons.
Me too.
We made good
We
stuff.
gotta try a
on
little
that.
chicken.
I did. I tried it already.
How was it? I went to dessert
It was
first.
so good. I'm
Don't
gonna make
judge me.
more.
Oh,
Something nice about lemon, it does not steal the flavor from anything it's with.
It heightens
It
everything.
heightens everything.
Ooh, that chicken's good.
It is good. But this tiramisu is pretty good too.
This is a great meal. Put a little green salad together.
Put a lemon vinaigrette on it, and then you're
Yes.
set to go.
And if you just need something else, make a little bit of orzo, and you can even squeeze a little lemon juice on that. And then you have a delicious dinner on a cold, dreary January night.
Yes, and lemons are not too expensive right now, so I say go for it.
Go do it.
Put on your good man Charlie Brown, make this, and have a night out.
Dance like a peanut character.
That's right. Or,
And have a great lemony meal.
or just stay and have some more tiramisu.
Okay, and our little bite of cake.
See you all next time on Sing for Your Supper.
Bye.
Bye.